Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. About a month ago, I did a series of videos with the new Flipwalkers from Modern Horizons 3. One of them was a budget list for Ral Monsoon Mage. I was asked what a no-budget list would look like. Well, you've asked, and I shall provide. Apologies to your wallet. But you could cut this $2,000 deck down by about $1,250 by simply replacing 3 Magic cards. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Ral Monsoon Mage is a 2-mana 1/3 legendary human wizard who makes it so that instants and sorceries we cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell during our turn, we flip a coin. If we lose the flip, Ral deals 1 damage to us. If we win the flip, we may exile Ral. If we do, we return him to the battlefield transformed under his owner's control. Ral Leyline Prodigy is a legendary planeswalker with 2 starting loyalty, who enters the battlefield with an additional loyalty counter for each instant and sorcery we've cast this turn. We may add a loyalty counter to make it so that instants and sorcery spells we cast this turn cost 1 generic mana less to cast. We may remove 2 loyalty counters to deal 2 damage divided as we choose among 1 or 2 targets, and draw a card if we control a blue permanent other than Ral. Finally, we may remove 8 loyalty counters to exile the top 8 cards in our library. We may cast instants and sorcery spells from among them this turn without paying their mana cost. Just so we're clear, Ral has an Is-It color identity. Not because of the wording of the loyalty ability about having another blue permanent, but because of the color icon right here next to the word legendary. It has both blue and red. So while the front side of Ral is red, the back side is Is-It, meaning the whole card is Is-It. That means this will be an Is-It Spellslinger deck. We are combo central here, but don't worry. I'll explain most of the combos at the end of the video. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. Years before this channel was sponsored by Ultimate Guard, they were always my #1 choice when it comes to sleeves or deck boxes. Pick up Ultimate Guard products at your local game store, or order them on Amazon. Link down below. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. By the way, I'm taking a break from streaming for a bit while I get a couple of projects handled. But I do intend to keep streaming in the future. So if you'd like to come hang out and chat, make sure you're subscribed to either my Twitch channel or my other YouTube channel, Musings by Danon. For lands, we're running Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Scalding Tarn, Flooded Strand, Arid Mesa, Polluted Delta, Wooded Foothills, Volcanic Island, Steam Vents, Training Center, Storm-Carved Coast, Sulphur Falls, Thundering Falls, Volatile Fjord, Molten Tributary, Ferris Lake, Cascade Bluffs, Shivan Reef, Riverglide Pathway, Frostboil Snarl, Scavenger Grounds, 6 Islands, and 6 Mountains. What? I told you this wasn't a budget deck. For mana ramp, we're running Ral Zarek, Stormkilled Artist, Burgi, God of Storytelling, Urabrask, Isochron Scepter, Mana Crypt, Mox Amber, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Creativity, Is-It Signet, Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, Chromatic Lantern, Sapphire Medallion, and Ruby Medallion. Since we're a Spellslinger deck, we've also got a ritual package in Seething Song, Mana Geyser, Dramatic Reversal, Dockside Extortionist, Desperate Ritual, Pyretic Ritual, and Brass's Bounty. It's fine, don't worry about it. For card advantage, we're running Ral Is It Viceroy, Jeska's Will, Frantic Search, Underworld Breach, Dragon's Rage Channeler, Wheel of Fortune, Echo of Eons, Archmage Emeritus, Mystical Tutor, Rhystic Study, Mystic Remora, and Spellseeker. Gotta dig through our deck somehow. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Narset's Reversal, Snap, Insult Injury, Hullbreaker Horror, Force of Will, Force of Negation, Fierce Guardianship, Flusterstorm, Swan Song, Abrade, Lightning Bolt, and Mana Drain. Gotta keep our opponents in line somehow. To reset the board, we're running Cyclonic Rift and Blasphemous Act. Simple and effective. The core of our deck consists of Ral Crackling Wit, Ral Storm Conduit, Displacer Kitten, Veyron Voice of Duality, and Flux Channeler. But that's not enough to win the game, so we've also got Reiterate, Thousand Year Storm, Dualcaster Mage, Bonus Round, Twin Flame, Molten Duplication, Fury Storm, Haze of Rage, Swarm Intelligence, Twin Cast, Increasing Vengeance, and Fork. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 56 mana sources split between 33 lands, 16 pieces of ramp, and 7 rituals. Heavy, but it's fine. There will be turns that we need a lot of mana to win the game. 12 pieces of card advantage, 12 pieces of interaction, 2 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Echo of Eons and Scavenger Grounds, several game-ending combos. In fact, this whole deck is built around game-ending combos. If an opponent has at least 6 cards in hand, we can cast Jeska's Will, and then cast Reiterate with Buyback. Normally this would require 9 mana, but with our commander on board it only costs 7. Easy in this deck. We cast Jeska's Will, then, holding priority, cast Reiterate with Buyback. This creates a copy of Jeska's Will and returns Reiterate to our hand. The copy resolves, and we gain at least 6 red mana. We spend 5 of that mana to recast Reiterate with Buyback, repeating the process until we have enough mana to win the game. Remember, Jeska's Will is a may ability if our commander is on board. We may exile the top 3 cards of our library and cast them this turn, or we may just gain some mana. So we generate infinite red mana, exile our deck, and then cast whatever we want. Reiterate also works with Stormkiln Artist and Seething Song to generate infinite treasure tokens. Or Mana Geyser. Or Seething Song and Urabrask. Or Seething Song and Bonus Round. Or you get the picture. Of course, we're also using my favorite magic card, Thousand Year Storm. With any instant or sorcery on the stack, combined with Stormkiln Artist, we can use Narset's Reversal to gain infinite treasure tokens. Or we can use Underworld Breach and Frantic Search to gain both infinite mana and dig through our deck to find whatever win conditions we want. And of course, we're running my favorite win condition in the game, Lightning Bolt. If Thousand Year Storm is on board, we cast any 3 instants or sorceries, then cast Insult, adding 3 additional copies, making it so all damage is now 2 to the 4th, or times 16. Which means when we cast Lightning Bolt, each one will deal 48 damage. Of course, those aren't the only combos in the deck, but if I go over too many, it'll take the fun away from you finding them yourself. Let me know what your favorite Spellslinger combos are in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons. Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Mark, Borgie, Nazwin, Midge, Alex, Conga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Austin, William Pye, Turner, Triz, Kazaris, and Slack. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.